Hi, I'm Christian. I'm the producer of Honey Farm Shopping Trip.
Hi, I'm Toby McGuire, and I directed Honey Farm's shopping trip.
Now, Owen.
Mhm.
What was the original name of the sketch?
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked, Christian. The original name of this sketch was Stupid Fucking Door Scanner Never Fucking Works, and I'm trying to do my laundry, and I based it off of the fact that the stupid fucking door scanner never fucking worked. I was trying to do my laundry.
Now, let's just get right into watching the sketch, and
Mhm.
we'll talk about some interesting parts. So that's we've got an ominous figure.
And some ominous music that definitely isn't copyright, but sped up by 2%, so it didn't get marked by YouTube.
That's true. Now, for this shot, I had to stand on the other side of the street to give Finn, who is that creepy man, his cue to look out beyond the tree.
Mm-hmm. And you can see the camera bag in the shot right there.
That was done on purpose, 100%.
Oh, right, yes. We decided it was on purpose after the fact.
Yes, and that was a very interesting shot that you were able to get.
And then Finn had a really cool way to show the knife there that we were very much obsessed with.
How many takes of that did we do?
About like 6 or 7. Oh, and then this running shot is actually sped up by like 50% because they both ran very slowly because the bridge was covered in ice.
And we did some very impressive Foley work, but we'll hear more of that later.
It's true, it doesn't work.
So we had to get a bunch of different angles for this.
Mm-hmm.
And a little known fact, I'm in that corner.
And you're the one who unlocks the door.
Yes, and if you hear that squishing, that's some Foley work of some paper towels, and I scanned the door to get it to automatically open. And then a great blooper from this sketch is... So I was standing in the corner. The stabbing is currently happening and being recorded. And someone who was doing their laundry saw me just waiting outside the door, came and offered to let me into the room thinking that I couldn't get in. So I had to wave her off and tell her that no, I'd like to continue.
I would like to continue suffering.
Now we've got a great guest for you today. We have one of the two actors of this sketch.
Now, don't panic, but the audio is about to get really bad. I have to unplug my headset now.
It'll be great.
What's up? Hi, Ben. I heard that you play the pivotal role of Victim in Honey Farm's shopping trip. Would you like to speak to your experience in that sketch?
Well, I got stabbed a bunch.
Thank you.
Ben, do we have any funny anecdotes or stories that you can share from the filming of the sketch?
I ran across the bridge, and then there was the moon, and that was cool. And there was a lot of running, and then I had to pretend like I was being stabbed while on campus, and I got a lot of weird looks.
We all got a lot of weird looks.
That was definitely entertaining.
It was very entertaining. All right, that'll be enough. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for joining us for this commentary.
Hello, I'm Alexander, writer and assistant director of this sketch.
I'm Jake McKenzie, and I am the director of this sketch.
I'm Josh O'Grady, and I'm Thanos. / Josh Brolin in a mocap suit.
Jake, you also played the director in the sketch as well.
I did, yes.
Justin,
it was a tough job playing two directors at the same time.
Some nice Inception stuff right there.
Cool. Yes.
All right, let's take a look at this sketch. First thing to notice is that high-quality watermark in the corner there. We ripped this video straight from YouTube, from someone else who copyright infringed it away from Marvel.
I didn't even credit them at all. I just completely stole it from them and slapped it in here.
Which, might be an issue if the video had more than 74 views, but no one really seems to care about it.
It's brilliant.
Down there, when it's on the computer, that is not pirated video, actually. I believe that is my Disney Plus account that was running it. And this was like a week or two after Disney Plus came out. Yeah, go ahead.
Josh's high-quality motion capture suit there. It's got the black... What are those?
Triangles.
The white.
The black part, just one of those, generic...
The morph suit, yeah.
Morph suit things. We got to filming, realized it didn't look like a motion capture suit, so I spent the first 20 minutes of filming cutting triangles out of a piece of paper and then taping them to Josh.
And
I see no difference.
At the same time, the suit, I think Jake got a medium. It was too small on me. It was very, very uncomfortable. You can see it. It's not actually even completely on me, right up around my neck. You can just see my shirt coming out through it, because it's sort of on me, but the suit is shorter than I actually am.
Listen, it was the thought that counts, okay? It fit me at the time, and thus I could have sworn that it would have fit you. But...
I'm taller than you.
Am invisible.
Was that microphone that's in shot, was that the actual microphone that we were using?
I don't even think so. I think it was just a prop. I don't think it was plugged into anything.
It is an actual microphone, though. We just didn't use it.
And I have been looking for that mic boom for a year now. And can't find it.
It probably got Thanos snapped away. You won't find it anywhere.
It's gone.
Cut! What was that?
Of course.
Let's try that again.
Oh, my hand.
Scene 38, take 2.
Action! I am ineffable.
Wow, that snap really hits home.
Oh.
Cut!
It's not a big
inevitable.
Thing, but I just love the size
Inevitable.
of the clipboard, Jake.
Again.
Thank you.
Take 3.
That's actually a normal
Action.
sized clipboard. I'm just a very large man.
Yeah, you don't. You can't tell here. Jake's actually sitting about 20 feet back from the camera. Yeah.
It's all about perspective.
Am
The
indelible. The boom is in the shot. Stop. Inevitable.
Oh, so fun fact here. If you look closely, the boom is in every single shot. We messed up that one a little bit, but smoothed over it by adding that boom was in the shot commentary, and people didn't notice that it was all wrong.
I think it was because I didn't actually realize that he was putting the boom in the shot every time, and thus I just kind of just rolled with it.
We wanted it to be visible here and there, but yeah, it's just shoving it in front of the camera for the entire thing.
I will say, while we're paused looking at Jake and Justin here, we filmed the parts with me standing there, doing my Thanos first. We just had the camera pointed that way. And then as soon as my lines were done, I left because of how uncomfortable that suit was. So I saw none of this. They're not talking to anyone here. They're yelling at the glossy green screen.
Inevitable. Again. I am Batman.
That one I just came up with. The I am Batman I just said on the day. You guys liked it enough.
It totally worked.
I am indefatigable. Inedible.
Is indefatigable a word?
Yes, I remember on the day we looked up a list of words for you to say, and you just picked out a bunch of them, and some of them you couldn't remember, and then some of them you just chose, like that one, that just made sense.
Oh my, while we're paused here, just remember back when I could get haircuts?
Good times.
Yeah.
I just got a haircut today. I don't know what you're talking about.
Inaudible. Intelligible. Indescribable.
One eternity later.
We've been here for 6 hours How many words can you say that have in it? If you don't say inevitable, I'm gonna snap you.
Jake looks so done.
I was done.
Again.
Scene 38, take 487.
I love you hit the mic with that.
It's not even like near him. It's like out in front.
It's a very directional mic. We would be picking up whatever's on the floor. So probably my feet screaming from being in the too small costume.
We definitely would have picked up the clapper hitting the microphone.
I also am noticing, now that we're closer to me on this one, I picked a day to wear a very stiff, very big collared shirt.
We noticed.
Yes. I really hope that no one noticed on the day that my neck just looks wrong, but that it looks like a very big head photoshopped onto a much smaller body.
The sketch is only like 2 minutes long. I hope most people didn't notice all these details.
Yeah, it was a quick cut.
I am inevitable.
Thank you.
Look at that, the green radiator that is part of the green screen.
I have no idea. Well, first of all, I have no idea how old that green wall is, but I have no idea what they thought they were getting out of painting that radiator green. Because none of the other ones in the building are green. Are they?
It's part of the green screen.
Well, yeah, but it's just the wrong color, and it's also shiny, and also has a bunch of shadows on it. Maybe like 20% of that green screen is usable if you light it right, which is a challenge.
Oh, it was really warm, wasn't it?
Oh god,
so
yes,
warm.
I just remembered how warm it was wearing that costume. You can see it also doesn't fit David.
I'm also not the size of David either.
And I
really should have swung for the large.
am ice cream van.
God!
Fun fact about that last part. I had to completely match up the audio from the ripped video that I had in the very beginning in order to match it up with with David, because otherwise you would just hear a really silent Iron Man in the background.
So you needed him to be covered by Ice Cream Van?
It did. It was completely covered by Ice Cream Van. And you had no idea.
I love your desperately yelling cut at the very end. How long did that take after I left, do you think?
I don't think too long.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's the behind the scenes.
Inevitable. If after this commentary video, this sketch just gets buried and no one ever sees it again, I'm good.
I'll make sure to buy a LED billboard in
You're gonna
New
pay
York
for YouTube
City
ad space to show this video with copyrighted content in it.
And Josh just saying several words that start with I.
And Batman.
Hi, my name is Spencer, and I am the writer, director, and visionary behind last year's Snakes. Snakes premiered in C-term of 2020. It's a really close sketch to my heart. I had the idea one day over the winter break, and I knew immediately what I had to do. So I went to the computer and I wrote the entire script just there in one sitting. The sketch was quite controversial, actually, when we got to voting on the submission. It was the sort of thing that I had a very clear vision in mind, but clearly not everything had gotten onto the page because I had written it in such a creative fever dream. When it was submitted and voted into the show, I had to make a few concessions. you saw last C-term, the theatrical cut of Snakes is exceptional, and I'm still happy that it was released. But it's not what I originally envisioned when I first wrote the sketch. But thanks to the certain worldwide pandemic, I have been given the opportunity to retool the original cut of Snakes into what I always knew it could be. Today, we will be airing for the first time publicly the Snakes director's cut. If you're familiar with the original, you will notice a few differences in this version of the sketch, but I think it has a much deeper heart to it. There's a lot of character work that you miss in the theatrical cut that you see really come through in this cut of the sketch. And so I hope that you enjoy it. I'll admit that the first time I watched this cut, I may have shed a tear. So, without further ado, I present for your approval the Snakes director's cut.
Snakes.
Snakes?
Snakes.
Hello and welcome to a Zoom meeting. I'm Owen Fanninsteel. And this is where you introduce yourselves. Christian, how about you go first?
Hi, I'm Christian.
Wonderful. Spencer.
Hi, I'm Spencer.
Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And that's everyone. So we're here to discuss a sketch that I loved acting in. Not Sketch the Body. Where is the Body? Now, would anybody like to try and describe the plot? Emily, you were in it, right?
Yes, I was the assistant director. It took heavy inspiration from those YouTube videos where you have 5 people of one type, like 5 meat eaters and 1 vegan, and then they have to figure out who's the vegan. And it's that, but with a dead guy named Bob.
Love this music.
We brought together 6 live people.
I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
I'm alive.
One is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash
Now,
prize.
how big was this cash prize?
If the liar survives, he or she wins the
I don't
entire
remember.
prize.
I think it was
This
up in the
is
10,000s,
Where's
but I
the
think it
Body?
was in pesos.
And considering we don't have a budget, I would bet
So,
that
Jimmy,
much.
what's your resting heart
Maybe you
rate?
get to keep the little hat.
I don't know.
Oh, that would be nice.
BPM?
Oh, 50. Seems a little slow, huh?
It helped covered up his hairline. That's why we couldn't tell he was
Sarah just starts
alive.
attacking me and
Yeah,
asking me about my
that's
heart
part
rate,
of it.
and I don't even know what that has to do with anything.
Wait, is Bob the dead guy?
Seems weak to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we just wasted like 3 minutes trying
Oh,
to figure out how to find someone's
I thought it was
voice,
you,
and
Owen. I
don't
thought you
think
were the
even
dead guy.
actually did it.
Yeah, and there's like 4 other people here who haven't answered a single question.
Jimmy was obviously eager to get the attention
Alive?
away
Question
from
mark.
Martha,
Good question.
when you stub your toe, what do you feel?
Why does he have a
It's
Sharpie
like a
on his shirt?
spiciness in my toe. And
Oh,
I'm like,
because
wow, man, that
there's a
hurt.
thing later
I
on that's
feel
like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it plays into something.
Harry,
Ah, it's foreshadowing.
lots of people have blood. Do you have blood?
Oh yeah, sure. See, look, my hands are covered in paper cuts.
Now, Owen, what were you doing with your shoe?
Well, that take, the way it was edited, that take was actually while Martha was talking about her foot.
Answer the question.
I don't know.
What do you mean it tastes like nothing?
What do you mean? I don't know what kind of air you're
And you can see I'm like tasting the hair. See, I'm really method.
What do you think it tastes like?
You were really getting into the
like
alive.
I'm answering.
Just sort of
the question.
alive, but not sure.
The air tastes
look
like
dead.
Bob.
What do you think it tastes like?
High school bell sound effect.
Jimmy was definitely dodging questions.
These on-screen graphics are far
I
above
was literally talking
most
to
of
her.
Kilroy,
How could I be
too.
dead?
Oh yeah, we spent a ton of time editing this.
A long time. But not enough time focusing the camera, apparently.
I can't believe it wasn't Jimmy.
Well, you gotta focus on the important things.
Like the graphics.
You should expect the least.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going. Bob, don't say anything if you're alive. Bob
Bob is such a nice guy.
He is. I love
What's
Bob.
everybody's favorite part about being alive?
That's
I
the
mean,
best.
mine is being able to process stimuli as neural impulses in my brain.
That's pretty cool and all, Sarah, but I like having a ticking, beating heart that lets me walk around and file taxes.
I also like to file taxes.
I don't know what
It's my favorite weekend
thing
activity.
about being
I think it's
alive
more
is.
exciting
It's
if you
just
only
pretty
pretend to
cool
file
being
taxes.
alive, you know?
You mean
Something's
commit
off
tax
about
fraud?
Martha. I
No.
You've
Well, it's
lived
only
this
tax fraud
long
if they
and don't
catch
have
you.
a favorite.
Otherwise, it's just not filing taxes.
Something like
Ah, that's
performing homeostasis or metabolizing organic matter.
I was 12 when I first
Oh,
realized
yes.
that I was alive. I got home from school, my dad sat me down and said, "Son,
Owen's
see
tragic
this
backstory
rock?
TM.
It's not like us. This rock is dead, but we're alive."
Oh, and are you wearing the
That's when I
same
first realized
outfit?
No.
I
Same
think
sweatshirt.
Oh,
it looks like the same shirt.
Rocks.
What?
Said that rock is not like you.
We're not gonna get into the. Oh, my character's name was Mike.
Are you sure that's not what you're currently wearing right now?
So
I'm wearing a different shirt
Martha and Jimmy were obvious.
and a different prosthetic
Heart
face.
attack, so we know it wasn't him either.
And Harry is now confirmed dead in the Where's the Body universe.
Oh, what if?
But he wasn't
we
dead at
breathe in and
first.
Hold our breath
So-
for a
so-
really long time.
No.
Whoever has to breathe out first must be alive.
Good idea. All right, you and I will try, and Bob, you count us.
This took so many takes of us just staring each other in the eye.
It did.
So it
Why
isn't
were you
you.
guys just
I mean,
laughing,
it's not you,
staring at each other,
I don't know.
trying to hold your
Held your
breath?
breath for an awful long time.
God, I did.
Touch your toes for me.
My toes?
Yeah.
What a great
That's
response.
not
Owen.
exaggerated. I can't touch my toes.
That seems pretty stiff to me.
That is a gymnastic move. Oh my god.
See, now that's flexibility.
Did
Favorite
Bob,
line.
did Bob fall on purpose, or was that?
Yes.
On purpose.
That
We
was
had,
a
we had an
purpose.
invisible string we had to walk over. And you can see, this is where I do a cartwheel.
Looks like you just dying.
Tons of live people.
Oh, that lighting. I forgot the lighting changed.
Oh, I don't think you can do a handstand.
I don't know why you would say that. That was a beautiful cartwheel. It was a full rotation.
But see, you were asked to do a handstand, not a cartwheel.
Turns out, Bob was dead all along.
I made a few oversights, but how could I have guessed Bob? He never dropped any hints.
I was definitely sad about losing, but I'm kind of glad now because my dad was right. I am alive.
Dad alive.
So Bob, what are you gonna do now that you've won the 10,000?
As you can tell, that was a copyright-free Minecraft skeleton clank noise.
Quality sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone have any other thoughts on the making of Where's the Body?
I think we had to reschedule the meeting time. I think
Ooh,
for
it took
2
us like
weeks.
3 days. Because, like, no one was available. So we had to be like, because it was such a huge cast. Scheduling was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big production. Long
Oh, yeah.
sketch, big cast.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fishing wire that we had just to sort of, it was so hard to see. We couldn't tell where it was in real life, so we would just do a giant, like step over every time we wanted to cross the room.
And a
I
lot
think we
of...
tried to have it as
And only
like,
one person got tripped.
Was it you, Alan?
No, it was not.
I don't believe
Almost.
I was too
emotional
flexible
point.
for that.
Sad.
Hello and welcome to the director commentary. For Point of View, You Have a Mustache.
Hello.
I would introduce myself, but the name is already clearly visible in the bottom left of my Zoom name thing.
I'm pretty sure that mine is too.
It is. So,
Yeah.
Charlie, you directed this sketch, did you not?
I did direct this sketch, in
And
fact.
you wrote it.
I also wrote it. I mean, there wasn't
Mhm.
much to write. There was no dialogue. Now, that would be an interesting spin if the mustache talks, but
Yeah, unfortunately, we never explored that. See, I knew I wanted to be an AD on this sketch from the moment that you said it was going to be less than 30 seconds long. Some jazzy music.
Daft Punk, get lucky.
Ooh,
And what song
I
is
forgot
this?
how loud this was. I believe that was alarm sound effect from freesound.org.
I remember that.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
I do like how you can like see the curls on the end of the mustache.
You can. It's a very conceptual sketch.
Yeah. It ended
Sort of
all right.
abstract. It's already over. What were your goals with this sketch?
My goals were to attach a mustache to a camera with the use of paper clips and tape. And that was a success.
Is there anything else you want to talk about related to
I
this
think we
sketch?
should just watch it again.
Oh, okay.
Just,
All right.
Got like a slow build. I think there's about 5 sound effects playing at the same time right now.
You can hear them really slowed down and bass boosted. See, now I want to talk about filming this part because this was it was the only part we filmed, but
yes, that's true.
We just we walked around Institute Park for what was it, 20-30 minutes?
We did talk about some interesting topics, which were then cut from the sketch, unfortunately.
Yes, we cut literally everything, except
We
for a
did.
couple of shots of the mustache.
And in one of those shots, actually, if you look really closely, you can see a porta potty in the distance. I know you had an idea about filming with the porta potty.
Because when we got there, I said, so what are we gonna film? And you said, I don't know, I hadn't thought of that yet. So I had the idea, the camera has the mustache, and then you zoom in across like the porta potty, and then someone steps out with a fake mustache on and looks directly at the camera, and then that's the 30-second sketch. But we didn't feel like walking over there because it was kind of raining. And that has been the director commentary for Point of View Have a Mustache. Very cool.
Very cool.
You're supposed to say that at the same time. Let's try that again.
Well, this has been POV You Have a Mustache Director's Commentary.
This has been Point of View You Have a Mustache.
This has been Point of View You Have a Mustache Director's Commentary. Yeah, very cool. This has been Point of View You Have a Mustache Director's Commentary.
I'm trying to find the stop recording.
Why the fuck are you still recording?
I found F F F F
F
F
F F F F F F F F F F F.
Why are we doing this?
I can't remember anymore.
This has been Point of View You Have a Mustache Director's Commentary Extended Cut.
Why? Why did I say I wasn't recording? I can't remember.
Very
cool.
Okay, zoom the light.
Okay, this has been POV.
Did you know that teens are having what's the word I'm thinking of? What is it?
Very
cool. There we go.
Hi guys, my name's Spencer, and these are all the other people whose names you don't need to know because it doesn't really matter. And today we're going to be talking about a few of our favorite little mini sketches from last year's Kilroy Gives Back show. Beginning with Joe Generic last name.
Welcome back. We've
Spencer's voice is
raised
beautiful.
9,000 so far, so keep those calls coming so that we can support the Damnation Army.
The Damnation Army. Now, what is
We
the
here
Damnation
at Kilroy
Army?
Sketch Comedy think it's important to remember who we're doing this all for.
It's like the Salvation Army,
There are
but they
millions of
only
people
help
around the
gay
world
people.
who suffer from BS
Yes.
every day. And while the goal of this telethon is to
I
help
always
them all,
assumed
we
that
have
they
just
kick
one
people out
here
of
tonight.
homes.
So please welcome to the show,
Might do that
Joe
too.
Generic last name.
Wow, that applause.
Now, for those who are unaware, this phone number is for the Arby's corporate number that we
Joe,
use in all of our
welcome to the
sketches
show. We're
with a
so
phone
glad
number.
we could
So
have you
I highly
tonight.
recommend you call and leave
Thanks
a
for
good
having
review for your local
So,
Arby's.
if I
Arby's
understand right,
does care
you've
about
been
your
living
calls.
with BS
They
for
do.
6 years now. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's awful. How has it affected your daily life?
Well, It's a lot harder to do normal things. I can't live exactly like everyone else in the world.
Wow. Hard-hitting stuff right there. I really can't imagine living
For a
like
while,
you.
I thought Spencer was miming holding a
While
microphone
I know
because
we
it's the
can't
same
make
color
it
as the
up to you,
background.
thanks to our sponsor,
yeah.
Tire
Wait.
Change, we are sending you
Tire
on an
Change.
all-expenses paid trip to Hoboken, New Jersey.
Wow.
Hoboken.
Oh wow. I don't know what to say to that.
You'll be flying in
little
style
awkward
on
pause
Spirit
there.
Airlines and staying at the world-famous Newark Airport Motel
You know, we really
6.
did The Good Place, like the show, before The Good Place did
Well,
it.
I don't know how I could say
I think
no.
the Good Place had already come out at this point.
You'll have a great time.
No, The Good
Enjoy your
Place
trip.
Came out all
Wow.
4 seasons
I'm jealous of him.
between when we put
Up
this
next,
out.
we have a
and
word
now.
from one of
Within
our
a year.
sponsors.
Yeah.
You know what? That does make sense.
You know, you could actually see in the back there, that was my very first job.
That your very
Answering
first time
telephones.
being a telemarketer. That your
Yeah.
first Kilroy acting.
Well, it's
Manning
a reverse
a table full
telemarketer
of
because
cell
they
phones.
call you.
Of course. I do appreciate how Spencer absolutely does not care about this guest. It's
Not at all.
He did care about the guest. He offered him a trip on Spirit Airlines to Hoboken, New Jersey, in a Motel 6. Do you know how much that cost? That cost about $400 altogether.
That was the entire telethon budget went to
Before
giving
awards.
that vacation.
Mm-hmm. So this next clip, we interview another really cool guest, Jason from Winnipeg. Let's hear what he has to say.
Wow. We've raised $23,000 so far, which means we're well on our way to reaching our funding goal. But we can't
Depends
fund
on
the
who you
Canadian
ask.
Mafia without your help, so keep those calls coming.
Oh, and you
Up
take a real
next, we
starring
have
role in this one.
I do. There's a lot of phones.
Oh, my phone is in this
Hello,
one too.
I do not know where I am supposed to go.
What the hell? Ivan, you're not supposed to be here. You're not even supposed to be in the show. You're an empty set
This
character.
is a director cameo
yes,
here.
I know. I am not supposed to be in show. I am so terrible.
He did a great job. He also shows up later.
That's right, the man behind the curtain.
That
I
was
forgot
weird.
about him too.
We've just received a
my
generous
boy.
donation, and the caller is on the line.
Wow.
All right,
What-
caller, you're
what
on the
previous
air.
Audience classic.
Hi, this is Jason from Winnipeg.
Jason, you've just donated very generously to the Coalition to Resalt Unsalted
Now,
Butter.
Owen, if you look at that iPhone that you just put there,
Thank you
you'll
so
see
much
it
for
wasn't
that. Is
on
there
a call.
anything you'd like to
It
say
was
to
on
our
None of them
viewers?
are.
Wait, what did I just donate
Really?
to?
Like I said, you've just
Continuity
donated to
slip there
Goodwill.
with the phones.
I'm sorry. What is that?
It's the charity we're funding tonight.
I'm confused. I thought you were supporting a different charity a moment ago. What's going on?
Oh no. It appears we've lost you, Jason. But up next, we
The
have
way,
a
the
fun
way you
take on an old
smirk,
classic.
Spencer, when you say, I'm
Enjoy.
sorry, Jason, it appears we lost you, is... what
I just
kills me
think
in
it's
this
so
part.
funny, and I could not help but smirk.
It is priceless. That is one of my favorite scenes
Mm-hmm.
we've ever produced.
The acute viewer there will notice that Owen, playing his famous character of Phone Guy, is holding a bunch of iPhones, which is not usually how telethons
I will
operate.
point out that at least one of them was an Android.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
I should have smashed it. I mean,
Sorry.
Yeah.
If only,
Anyways.
if only Jake
film.
could have gotten that one guy to give us all
Yeah.
his phones.
So
Yeah.
the story behind that is that we wanted to have actual phones, and so we found a Craigslist listing for like 10 working stationary
Dial, like,
phones.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
WAN
problem was they
blinds.
were $132, and we
Or
can't
name your
afford that.
price.
Or
No.
listing said
Yeah.
name your price. So Jake decides to call this guy and name his price of $20.
All right.
Jake is a great negotiator, but the guy said, no, go away.
So I had the idea, what if we just rent the phones? And Jake was like, okay, what about $20, but we rent the phones? And then it wasn't on speaker because Jake didn't really have the foresight to know what was coming.
No, but
But we could hear his line, which is like, yeah, well, no, that means we give them back. I don't know, somehow. Hello? And then Jake hung up and told us that the guy called him a dick and then hung up. Yeah. Or is it something else? Some other insult?
It was something quite forceful.
I feel like if we offered $100,
probably
he would have accepted it, and that comes out to $10 per landline, which is a pretty good price.
The problem was we were trying to buy working landlines. We didn't need them to work.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But no one's selling broken landlines these days.
But again, we could have just rented them. I don't know why the guy got so mad when we tried to rent them.
I think he wanted them gone. I think that's what he wanted.
The point of... So here we are going to talk about the Little Elbow sketch, the penultimate interstitial bit from Kilroy Gives Back, where our very own rapper, Finbar O'Sullivan, dropped some hot bars for the telethon.
I did do this. This is true.
Through entertainment.
So let's see what kind of racks he's got.
With 10 minutes to go, we've raised $784,000 towards a new Kilroy camera. Please do that.
And
we got a new camera after the sketch.
We did.
So
And with
it
that,
worked.
we move
Thanks
on
to
to
you,
tonight's
the
musical
viewer.
guest. He is an
I'm holding a lot of
up-and-coming
phones.
SoundCloud rapper. He has
So many
assured me
phones.
that he is
It's
going
impressive,
to be the next
honestly.
big thing.
Let's go.
Please welcome to the show, Lil Elbow.
Josh had me specifically pronounce that as such.
Now,
and there's
tell us
Joshua
about-
O'Grady making his cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Death! Guns!
And then we can see all of the previous characters returning.
Give us
It's
your
great.
money.
They all hate me.
Guns!
Except for Spencer, who's busting a groove.
Yeah, Spencer, could you explain to us your process for coming up with that wonderful dance?
That's just how I dance.
Oh,
in real
okay.
life, yeah. Proms.
No,
It's really cool.
Could you tell us about that ice you got?
bills!
So Josh actually custom made that drip for me.
Money! Money!
And then the big T-shirt and the hat were loosely based on Eminem.
Only
Yeah, that looks
loosely?
like it. And if you see, the money is currently going down.
Wow.
Yeah,
For people
that was
rescinding their
incredible.
donation.
Give it up for Lil Elbows, everybody.
And no one applauded.
Now,
Their minds
on
are
to
blown.
what's
They
next.
couldn't applaud.
So fun fact, there's a take where I
Yes.
drop the mic
Yes.
directly into Spencer's hands, and then we pan down and he says the line, but then he forgot the line, and
Yeah.
Josh didn't want to risk dropping the mic a second time.
Which
so.
would have been worth it,
It would
in
have
my
been
opinion.
totally worth it.
I
But
think
did not come
Listen,
prepared with
if we
any of
have
my
the
lines
blooper,
memorized.
play it now, because that was better than the whole sketch combined.
Wow.
I think it's in a big reel, but I'm sure that we
Big
can
real
just-
fish.
I'm sure that will be
Or
showing
a
it
ska
right
band.
now.
It's definitely on the Kilroy computer. It
Yeah.
definitely exists.
And if it is, you'll be watching it right now. We've said right now like 3 times,
We
and I
have.
just wanted to.
And if you still hear us, then I guess we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So
Sucks for you, I guess.
Either that, or if this was a
Imagine.
big long con, and you're actually gonna hear it right
Right? Now.
now.
Money! Money! Bitch!
Wow, that was incredible. So, what do you have next for us? I don't know the line.
Well, there's no time like the present. I will say, I was manning the microphones, the sound recording for this one, and to be serenaded by that beautiful voice for like 3 takes of him just yelling profanities directly into my ears.
What else could you ask for in life, really?
When's the last time your pencil ran out of eraser? And when's the last time it ran out of wood and lead? I present to you the realistic pencil, which is 50% eraser and 50% pencil.
How has it affected your daily life?
Well, it's a lot harder to do normal things. I can't live exactly like everyone else does.
Sending you on an all-expenses paid trip to Hoboken, New Jersey.
Oh wow. I don't know what to say to that.
You'll be flying in style on Spirit Airlines and staying at the world-famous Newark Airport Motel 6.
Well, I don't know how I could say no.
And I am Ice Cream Van.